Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages or the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining up, for being here for the reading. So let's begin, let's find out what cards come through, what messages come out with the cards. So the first card that we have is the Nine of Pentacles. We do have some earth sign energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Capricorn or even a Virgo. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Cups. So this Queen of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like a loving energy. I do feel like, especially if you are single, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where it's like there could be a connection on the horizon that is also about to enter your life. This does feel like a sense of being able to experience, I do feel like love coming into your life with the Queen of Cups. But with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, I feel like your attention and even what you're focused on might not even be within the realms of trying to find a connection or something romantic. It feels like an energy of being in a space where you're really also focused on yourself and your work, what you are trying to make grow as far as on a practical level. I do feel like with the Nine of Pentacles, this feels like an independent energy, and I also feel like there's a lot of enjoyment being able to focus your energy and your time and your attention there. I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles, this feels like a pretty successful energy when it comes to being in that space, and also an energy of being able to experience that being as something that's thriving. So even in work or your professional life, being able to feel like you are finding a sense of stability as well as security, and finding that balance where it feels like there's a sense of opening a door towards being able to experience prosperity as well as abundance. And I do also get that with the Ace of Pentacles. This feels like a new opportunity on a professional level that's leading to also really an upgrade. I do feel like there could even be like a promotion or an experience of being able to experience more of a return for what you are focusing on, and even being able to make more out of something that you are investing your time and attention into, especially on a practical level. I do feel like that could be when it comes to your money, as well as even just as far as your work and your work ethic. But with the Seven of Cups showing up in the reverse, this also feels like a pretty stable energy and also focused energy as well. I do feel like there's a sense of being in a space where it's like you are finding your footing, and I feel that you're also thriving within being in a space where it's like you are rooted in being able to actually have a realistic outlook that works. I do feel like with the Seven of Cups showing up over here, this feels like an energy of really focusing and putting your time and attention into one particular thing. And even in love, and even when it comes to other, being in a space where there are a lot of connections, a lot of options is what I mean. Or if there are other options, it's like you know what you want and you are focusing on that. I feel like that's also allowing for things to be able to manifest in your favor as well. This undivided attention. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the King of Cups, and we have the Two of Cups, and we've got the Page of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck we've got the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands showing up over here does feel like creative energy. I do feel like there is a sense of being able to find a sweet spot when it comes to figuring out what works for you, and also figuring out what feels like it's worth your attention and your investment. With the Ace of Wands showing up over here, this feels like being off to a really strong start, especially when it comes to creating anything. I even feel that even when it comes to meeting someone, this feels like sparks flying. This feels like a pretty solid kind of a feeling that the connection is bringing up. It feels like being able to experience that sense of having the spark be there within a initial phase of a connection with somebody as well. So it feels like also entering into a new chapter. I feel like especially being able to also experience an end to a singlehood. It feels like being in a space where it's like you're about to experience new love coming into your life. And get that with this Ace of Wands. I feel that when it does come, it feels like an undeniable connection. It does feel like one that is easy to be, it's undeniable as far as being easy to detect when it comes to the way you feel about someone, but also when it comes to the way they feel about you. I do feel like with the King of Cups showing up over here, this feels like a pretty emotionally under control kind of energy. It feels like an energy of dealing with somebody who is quite, they're very even keel when it comes to the way in which they're expressing their emotions, or even just the way in which they're coming across. It feels like a person who is also someone who comes across as being someone who's quite under control, especially as far as them being able to articulate to you their feelings, because I do feel like the feelings are present and are also taking roots within a connection with you. I do feel like this could be somebody you're meeting at work, but I also feel like this is somebody who is, this could be somebody who's older than you. I also feel this person could just be somebody who comes across quite mature. They carry themselves in that way. And I do feel like with the Queen of Cups showing up at the bottom of the deck and the King of Cups, it feels like divine counterparts. So I do feel like there is the potential for a relationship. And I do feel that with the Two of Cups showing up over here, feels like two complementing energies between two people who make a good team. I also feel that with the Two of Cups showing up over here, this feels like, again, a connection that feels like it's also one rooted in a strong emotional connection. I feel that when it comes to the connection, it's mutual, and that you feel it, but this person feels it as well. So I am getting, oh, this Page of Swords, this does feel like an energy of somebody being in a space where they're quite, I do feel like they are piquing your interest. And I also feel like this person is also somebody who's in a space where they're quite interested in you and in your connection. And I feel like it's also noticeable when it comes to the way in which they are devoted and giving their attention towards this connection. But that Seven of Cups showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of not having other options. It's like they are actually in a space where they are able to really hone in on being able to focus on your connection with you. And I do feel like on an emotional level, you and this person are quite connected. I do feel like the Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this may be a connection that happens suddenly. I feel like it happens when you're not looking for it. I also feel that when it comes to this connection, it adds to the way you're showing up in other areas of your life in a positive way as well. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have worth waiting for. We have you deserve love. And we have it is safe for you to love. So I do feel like this is a connection that does feel like it is one with somebody who's quite reliable, somebody that you can depend on, or this person views you as somebody who's quite reliable, somebody who's dependable. And I feel like those are attractive qualities within this connection as well, because I do feel like there is a sense of prioritizing stability, and I feel like you are dealing with somebody who's stable, and this person is viewing you as someone who's stable and actually admiring that quality within you. And I do feel like this connection is also one that is rooted in something stable. I do feel like with the worth waiting for card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of having an experience, of getting to experience something that it's like it's happening suddenly or unexpectedly. It feels like it's also something that feels like divine timing has a part to play in it. It's almost like it happens when you're not looking for it. This connection comes into your life. I also feel like when it comes to the impact of this connection, I do feel like it's really getting your attention when you weren't expecting it. But with the worth waiting for card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience something that do feel like you deserve, especially in a positive way, in a good way, for all of the positive energy that you put out I do feel like you're getting all of that in return as well. With this you deserve love card showing up over here. I feel like this connection with this person is also one that could actually have an impact on your self-esteem in a very positive way. And even when it comes to you being somebody who's quite confident already, there is a sense that this connection is one that feels like a leveling up kind of energy as far as what it's doing for you. And even when it comes to the impact you have on this person, hence I feel like it is one where you'll thrive together. Whether it is safe for you to love card showing up over here, this is about really being able to open your heart to a connection with somebody. And also when it comes to being able to really get close with this person, be able to get to know them on a deeper level, I do feel like that opportunity is also present within this connection. I do feel like this person is somebody who is somebody who's going to connect with you quite intimately. As well, with that 7 of Cups showing up in the reverse, this person isn't entertaining any other options or in a space where they are confused. I do feel like they are in a space where they are aware of what they want, and I feel that this person is not going to blur those boundaries. I do feel like with this Queen of Cups showing up over here, there is also a tenderness to your connection. I do feel like there is a sense of being able to experience a lot of compassion between yourself and this person, as well as also an empathy between the two of you within your connection. But I also feel that with this, it is safe for you to love card showing up over here. I feel like there is understanding, especially when it comes to where you're coming from. But I also feel that also where this person is coming from feels like a safe emotional connection that can also exist here between yourself and this person. With the Page of Swords showing up over here, I do feel like when it comes to communicating, it's like you are also able to experience the sense of being on the same page with each other. I feel like that could also be something that's progressing within this connection at this time. Whether it's moving slowly, I do get that it's happening steadily. The interest is definitely there. That's what I am getting. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Sagittarius.